Hello everyone, welcome to the next session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the operation of counter. Basically, there are two types of timer which you can observe in Allen-Bradley PLC. The first one is the up counter and the second one is the down counter. First of all, let us understand the meaning of counter, then we will understand the operation of up counter and down counter. So when we need to use counter, basically, the counter is used to count the number of pulses, events, values, and data. For example, you are going to design the program for manufacturing unit. So in that case, our first priority is to know the per day productions. So it is not possible to count the manufactured product manually because there will be some errors. There should not be any accuracy if we are doing such operations manually. So for that purpose, we are using sensors on the output side so that we can able to count the manufactured product. So simply we just need to connect the sensor as an input to our count because the counter is used to count number of pulses. So whatever the pulses which is coming from the sensor, counter will count. And accordingly, we will get the count and we can go to the final conclusion, that is the 100 lakhs of products are manufactured per day. Basically, in Allen-Bradley PLC, we can use total 256 counter. For the range, here you can see 0 to 255. Let us understand the addressing of counter. For the addressing, here you can see, so this is the proper address for counter. C5:0, C5:1 and up to C5:255. C means counter, 5 means data file number, and 0 means the number of counter, means the first number counter, second number counter, third number counter, like this. So here I have mentioned the types of counter. So earlier I have already told you the types of counter. Up counter, you will get in Allen-Bradley PLC the instruction for the up counter, that will be CTU. For the down counter, that will be CTD. So as a programmer, we should be aware about the maximum counting limit of counter. So if you are using the up counter, in that case, the maximum counting limit for the up counter, that is 0 to 32768, means this one. Means beyond that, you cannot able to count the number of products. Similarly, here you can see for the down counter, the range is given -32768 to 0. So make sure that the count that should not be go beyond these ranges. If such happens, then accordingly you will get error in your program. So during programming, I will show you how the error occur if the range go beyond the maximum range. Now coming toward the bits which we are going to use in up counter as well as in down counter. Suppose if you are using the up counter for your project, so simply you should be aware about the bits which are related to the up counter. So count up, as you can see it, CU bit, done bit means the TN bit, overflow means the OV bit. Now coming toward the bits of down counter, you can see CTD also. There are again 3 bits which you can observe in down counter. CD bit means the countdown, done bit, and the underflow means the UN bit is there. Here I have mentioned the condition for done bit also. Means we have to follow all these 3 conditions when you are using the up counter as well as the down counter also. Basically, in next session, I'm going to show you the programming part for the same. So don't worry about that, how to use this up counter bits and down counter bits while using it in programming mode. So here you can see I'm just going to tell you the meaning of up count, up, done bit, overflow, similarly the underflow and countdown. So if you are using the counter bit, so it will just show you the counting is going on. Done bit means what? For example, if you have to manufacture total 100 products, and if your counter shows the 100 products, it means that your work has been completed, and accordingly you will get the output from done bit. Now, what is the meaning of overflow bit? The overflow means what? For example, if you have counted the number of manufactured product beyond the given limit or beyond the maximum limit of our counter, in that case you can observe the on state of your overflow bit. Means the overflow bit will activate it. But we cannot say, for example, sometimes the programmer may confuse, because if you are going to count the 100 products, but unfortunately you have counted the 101 product. For such a condition, you cannot say the overflow condition. The overflow conditions occur only when the counter counts beyond the maximum range. Always remember. Now, similarly, the use of countdown bit. Countdown bit means what? This bit will operate only when the counting that should be means the counting which, for example, your counter is counting the number of products continuously, and if you are using the down counter for the countdown operation, if the countdown operation is continuously going on, accordingly the down counter is the countdown bit will give you the indication continuously. The use of done bit in case of the up counter and in case of the down counter, that will be same. Now coming to the underflow bit, the UN bit, similarly, just like I have explained about the overflow bit, you have to follow the rule for underflow bit also. Means your counting that should not be go beyond -3267. Always remember. Now here I have mentioned the condition for the done bit, means at least you should aware about the operation of done bit. Here I have mentioned 3 conditions, but you have to maintain your program up to 2 conditions only. Third conditions occur only when the fault occur in our system. Basically, in what condition done bit will operate. So here in the second condition, you can observe when the preset value equals to the accumulator value, in that case done bit will operate. But when the preset value is less than the accumulator value, in that case your done bit will not operate. Always remember. So here I have mentioned the value also. 4 is the preset value, means the counting range. 4 equals to 4 is the number of products which we have counted here. And the last condition, what you are observing, so our task is to count total 4 products, but we have counted the 5, means this is the default condition, or we can say the fault is occurred in our system. Basically here you can see here the timer and counter section is given, the CTU is here and the CTD is here, right? So in next session I am going to explain you about the programming part of the counter. Along with that, the operation of all these 3 bits is related to the up counters and down counters. Thank you.